Hey guys, this is William with another video for Play-agricola.com's YouTube channel and twitch.tv/play_agricola. Playing another J4 Playtest Tournament game with Payne, Maruska, and Lumen. So, let's take a look at this. Gotta read most of these. Before you place a person, if there are at least 8 wood total on accumulation spaces, you get a food. So like if there's 3 wood, 3 wood, 2 wood, when I go on occupation or readstone food, I get a food. Okay, play this card. Pay 2 food to get a sheep, a boar, and a cattle, but only if you can accommodate all 3 animals on your farm. Okay, seems like not great, but maybe a little interesting on the rebound. What else do we have here? Beer tent operator. Wood plus a grain into a bonus point and 2 food. Seems a little expensive. Puppeteer. Play ox is fine. Trimmer. Work phase. Enclose at least 1 farmyard space. So enclose specifically refers to pastures, right? I assume. Yeah. Millwright, get a grain. Each time you build fences, stables, rooms, or renovate your house, you can replace up to 2 building resources of any type with 1 grain each. That's quite a nice payoff if you can make a lot of grain. Cabbage bar is a way of getting animal or getting vegetables. Garden designer. I first picked Garden Designer before and it's not ended up coming out, but I still think 1 food for 1 bonus point is a great conversion. The big key is getting fields, right? That seems to be the big key. So focusing on getting fields out early. So I'm going to take it again here. Because I think the effect seems quite strong. Ooh, Constable. Nerfed Constable. Only 3 bonus points now. Not 5. Sculptor. Clay accumulation space, you get a food. Stone, you get a grain. Chairman is a way of getting a bunch of food. Priest. Clay house with 2 rooms, you get 3 clay, 2 reed, and 2 stone. Little stick knitter. So this has worked to good effect in the last game. I'm not sure what the right pick is here, to be honest. I kind of like the idea of taking Constable and then going for a 3-room house with a nice amount of bonus points. Godly spouse and little stick knitter work together. Like you can usually second action take 1 sheep. Bring your first person home. So there's a combo there. I'm going to take Constable here. It's nice to know. It's nice if not many people know about it. It's only me and Maruska have seen it so far. Hey, Relocren. Okay. Lodger. Provides room for 1 person, but only until the returning home phase of round 9. So this lets you family growth without having to build a room, and then you can build the room later. It seems like it would have worked well with the sheep card if I had taken the sheep card. You focus on family growthing with the sheep. I wonder if I need to take Lodger just to block that combo. Furniture maker. Each time you play an occupation, you get 1 wood for each food paid as an occupation cost. Yeah, so this card is pretty good, and I've definitely seen people use it to go on the expensive occupation space. Yeah, that's right. Expensive occupation space to turn 2 food into 2 wood. Tree gardener. Field phase of each harvest, you get a wood. Moral Crusader. Get a food if you put out stuff. I think I'm going to take Lodger here just to block that combo with the sheep guy. And if I do get the sheep guy back, it seems like a pretty strong interaction. So Established Person works really well with the priest. Animal Feeder. Day Labor, get a sheep or a grain. There are a lot of grain payoffs out there. Lumberjack. Lumberjack with Established Person seems kind of interesting. Digger Operator. Another player takes 2 goods from an accumulation space. You get a clay. On your turn, if you pay 1 grain to the general supply, you can use the action space at the person. So does Parrot Breeder, you have to place a person, I assume? Yeah, okay. I'm going to take Established Person here. We're going to swing for the upside. Hopefully we get Priest back. I'm not that sold on any of these cards, honestly. I'm not really that excited about any of them. Probably just take Puppeteer here. I've got a couple cards that can be played throughout the game, so Puppeteer seems okay. Yeah, not really that excited about any of these cards. Yeah, Child Ombudsman and Lodger, if it didn't say excluding stage 1, I could Family Growth really quickly. I could still do this. Is 2 negative points worth guaranteed round 5 Family Growth? It might be. I'm going to take it here. So what I could do with Child Ombudsman is use Lodger to set up round 5 Family Growth, and then try to double build by the end of round 9, and then potentially Child Ombudsman grow again. It seems quite strong in a round 7 Family Growth game. Round 5 Family Growth, not as good. So I don't have to commit to it. The nice thing about playing a card like Puppeteer, it's like a holding. Like I can wait to see get more information before I commit to that occupation. And then it can also play the Garden Designer at the end of the game, which seems nice. Okay, so it obviously didn't get any of the combos back. Furniture Maker seems okay. I'm not really that excited about any of these cards, to be honest. I could maybe play Sheep Whisperer. Sheep Whisperer with Constable in the game is not bad. Yeah, I don't really think I'm playing all that many occupations. I'm going to take Sheep Whisperer here. Yeah, Sheep Whisperer is quite good with Constable in the game. Okay. Woodfield. Yeah, this card is pretty good. We need to initiate, even if you assume that there's an errata that you can only sow wood on here. Like one food for 1 point is a good conversion. Market Stall. 1 grain plus 1 fence, both from my supply for 5 food. I have to take a stable out of my supply. If you have a reliable way of getting grain, it's not too bad. You're basically giving up the grain in the stable to save on the bake action. Drift net boat, fishing accumulation space, you get an additional 2 food. This is not awful because I want to use fishing to push people onto traveling players. Christianity, when you play this card, all other players get 1 food each. You have to have exactly 1 sheep, and it's a free 2 points. That seems pretty good. Stockyard, 3 animals of the same type. It could hold my sheep whisperer animals. Basket chair. Immediately move the first person who places work phase to this card. Yeah, this card has not really like done anything for me yet. So I think I'm going to take Christianity here. It's basically a free 2 points. Free 2 points seems good. It kind of can counteract the downside of Child Ombudsman. Pulverizer Plow. Ooh, Maruska just passed me Pulverizer Plow. Huh. There's also Canoe. There are a lot of good, so there are a couple good fishing cards in here. So if I'm going to play Puppeteer and I don't get the fishing combo, I'm definitely going to have to figure out a different way of feeding. Carrot Museum. Get stuff for each vegetable field you have. Unlikely. Manger. Manger is pretty good with Constable, actually. You cover your farm. Changeover. Field has exactly 1 good. Discard it. No thanks. Cob. Start of each work phase. 1 clay in your supply. 1 grain for 1 clay and 2 clay and 1 food. No thanks. Wholesale market. I think this is a vegetable. 2 wood, 2 vegetable. 1 food on each remaining round space. 3 points though. Each time use an occupation, action space, and a cooking improvement in the same turn, you get 1 bonus point. So like eat a vegetable or whatever. Gonna take Pulverizer Plow here. So now I'm looking for ways to use clay. Definitely looking for ways to use clay. So debt security is a Nombo with Constable. What do we got here? Food chest. Play this card on the major improvement action space. You get 4 food. Seems okay. Wood to 4 food is okay. Perennial Rye, although it's a full action. It's a guaranteed. I mean, it's not bad with a card like Puppeteer because it gives me an alternative to using in the traveling player space. Perennial Rye, each round that does not end with a harvest, pay 1 grain to breed a type of animal. There are a lot of, like, if you have the grain payoff, there's so many grain payoffs here. Fishing net. There are a couple grain combos or fishing combos out there. I could take this here. Remodeling, 1 clay for each clay room and each major improvement you have. So we know there's the priest out there who will like that card. Field phase of each harvest, pay grain to add 1 vegetable into blah blah blah. I'm going to take fishing net here. There are a bunch of fishing combos out there. So yeah, I'll take fishing net here. Roll over plow. If you have at least 3 planted fields, you can discard all goods in one of those fields to plow field. That's quite expensive. Walking boots. Immediately get 2 food. Immediately place a person from your supply. If you do, in the next returning home phase, you must remove that person from play. So set your sights low and get it's a guest. Yeah, this is actually looks pretty good. Like, it's an immediate guess that you get to place immediately. You get 2 food. This is like way better than, well, not way better, but if I think I'm going to do a 3-room house and set my sights low with Constable and Garden Designer. Nest site, no. Gardener's knife. No thanks. Dwelling mound. 1 food for each new field tile that you place in your farmyard. Kind of hurts Pulverizer Plow a bit. Yeah, Walking Boots seems really good. I'm going to take Walking Boots here. Like, yeah, I have to give up going to a 5th family member, but I have other ways of getting points in this game. Pitchfork, get 3 food when I take green if plow is occupied. No. Beer tap, no. Tasting, no. I haven't really got there with the grain. So I'm going to take drift net boat here. It would be nice to pass the fishing combo around. But I could just draft it myself. Play it myself. I don't have to play Driftnet Boat either. Still not sure how I'm going to play this game out. Still not sure how to make this work. Bit rate's kind of up and down. It's not so good. Okay, I kind of like Manger here. Manger, 2 wood for 3 points from an 8. Like, say I do a 3-room house, 4 fields, and then 8 space fencing. Yeah, like Manger here. Haven't really gotten the great constable cards. Like Pulverizer Plow is obviously fantastic, but I haven't really gotten any. Didn't end up picking up any cards that let me get animals or whatever from occupations, or crops from occupations, which are usually things that you want. And I haven't got my clay payoff yet. Maybe I just build a take food chest here. Maybe I just take a what am I trying to say? Try to build a pottery. Maybe I build a pottery and a cooking hearth and that's enough. Or else I try to build clay rooms for my potential lodger. So the thing about Lodger is it lets me turn on my child ombudsman, which is interesting. Thing is, the big advantage of child ombudsman is it really reduces pressure on the family growth queue, which there's also the used sheep to get family growth out there. Whoa! Lezapalooza rating with a party of 32. Thank you so much. Welcome, guys. I am very much rated. Playing a playtest tournament game with on Play-agricola.com. We're playtesting an expansion for the D deck. Hey guys. Do I have sheep? Don't really think I want to play an occupation here. I'm going to try to play free occupation for my first one, so 3 wood looks fine. So digger operator here. This card is just going to pay off over the course of the game, like 1 clay. Random clay for a while seems pretty good. I do have Sheep Whisperer, so I definitely can get some sheep. Not sure that I'm going to play it yet. I haven't decided if I'm going to build a fireplace or cooking hearth or not. I probably will, but... Okay, a couple more cards here. We've got Animal Feeder. So this is quite good in a Constable game. And then Dwelling Mound for Pain. Pain loves this card. Pain loves Dwelling Mound. He's played it like every time I've played with him in the tournament pretty much. Two clay fireplace looks good. Yeah, it'd be lovely to build the well. Of course, I have to get on Reedstone Food a couple times, and with Pain Start Playering, that seems maybe less likely, but we'll try for it. Lumen day labors and gets a grain. So where are you guys coming from? What game were you playing or watching? Yeah, and Payne builds the two clay fireplace. So my two clay round one action immediately invalidated by a digger operator, unfortunately, but I could have seen that coming. I'm gonna grab 2 reed here. We're gonna go for an early room. My city with 27 people. That sounds like a lot. Unfortunately, I've never played My City before. So if I could get 3 food fishing in round 3 and then play Puppeteer, that would be pretty nice because it basically forces someone to take 4 food traveling players. Pet Lover. Time to use an accumulation space providing exactly 1 animal, 1 from the general supply, as well as 1 food, 1 grain. Yeah, Pet Lover is quite good, quite strong. What platform? This is Play-agricola.com. Ruska Chairman, which gives food to people that take start player. I could start player here, but I think what I do is I'm going to take 2 food fishing. Because then I'm going to play Puppeteer in round 3. Yeah, so we're playtesting an expansion for the D deck. So the D deck is, I don't remember what its name is, but it's come out recently. Lumen Start Player Nest Site. Way to get some random food, sure. So I might get cheap occupation. I might be pushed onto expensive oc. If it's expensive oc, I'll just take wood. Because there'll be 4 wood, 3 wood, 3 wood next round. So a wood action would be fine here. Dulcinea. Yeah, that sounds right. It's a kind of odd name. So I could free Ock or take the 3 wood. I think I'll free Ock because then I have the opportunity to play Constable and kind of fool people. Also Lodger, so I have 2 different ways of getting access to a room outside of my turn. So Puppeteer here seems okay. Second action, maybe major minor food chest. Lumen played a tree gardener. Get some random wood, sure. Yeah, these guys are just playing. Yeah, I'm not really that excited about any of my cards. Really not. What am I going to play here? I could play Start Player Fishing Net into Reedstone Food. Yeah, Start Player Fishing Net into Reedstone Food so that I still have 2 reed. Alright, Payne's letting me play an occupation. I'm going to play... could play Sheep Whisperer here. Could play Lodger. Could play Constable. I I think I'm gonna play Lodger, and we're gonna try to make Child Ombudsman work. I'm interested. You know what? No, I'll play Child Ombudsman first, because then I can potentially build a room. We're gonna try this. So food to pain, and then I play Child Ombudsman, which is gonna let me family growth really quickly. So I think Child Ombudsman looks great in a round round 7 family growth game. Is it good earlier than that? I'm not so sure about that, but we're going to try it here. I'm going to start player, play my fishing net, which scares people away from taking fishing. And then I can read stone food here. So that I still have the resources to build my my wood room. To read for pain. Just hasn't shown it yet. So I'm interested to see what Maruska does. Oh, also, I should have an extra food because of Chairman. I keep forgetting about Chairman. Yeah, Maruska literally just marked SP. I could play Lodger here. Yeah. I think, though, I'm going to take 3 wood. And if Maruska wants to build, I could build in round 5. Hey, Sedum. So what I can do is I can build in round 5 and family growth immediately with Child Ombudsman. So even if Maruska builds the first room here, then okay. And if he doesn't, then I should be able to build in round 5. Unless Pain picks up wood. But I'm the start player, so someone would have to jump in front of me. And if Maruska doesn't build to round 5, then what I can do is Occupation Lodger and immediately family growth in round 5. So I have lots of options here. Yeah, I got raided by Luzapalooza. So thanks for that. I'm playing with a couple other people that stream as well, Agricola. We've got Lumen and Maruska here. Both Lumen and Maruska both stream in this game. So we've got a pretty regular, if you're interested in Agricola, we've got a pretty regular community, streaming community. They're pretty much, especially during the day, North America, there's basically always, there's a lot of games. There's like probably 4 or 5 games a day that gets streamed. I need to be right back. That's my food alarm. Alright, so I need to feed 4 here. And family growth comes out. So So I could grow in round 6, which means I don't have to Child Ombudsman. I don't even have to first action build. Yeah. I'm not going to first action build here. There's no need. So that means I could do something like take 3 food fishing or take 4 wood. Both are appealing moves. 2 cards in hand that can kill off my people. Yeah. I think I will not take fishing here. I can consider fishing with my second action. Take 4 wood here. We're going to be greedy. Yeah, so if you guys aren't able to read the cards, which I'm sure you're not because they're very small, try clicking on the screen. And if you click on the cards, it'll bring up an overlay, and you can actually get the full text of the cards. So yeah, if you try clicking on your Twitch browser, here I can show you. So if you click on, oh, we can't see it anymore. But if you click on, if I click on the wood barterer, for example, it's not going to work now. But if I click on, if I do it quickly enough, you can click on cards, and then it brings up their full text. And you can drag this around. You can get the power stats. Yeah, it's pretty cool. Actually, that was made by Maruska, who I'm playing with right now. Maruska's playing Canoe, so Maruska's Canoe will feed me, potentially. So if I want to grow next round, I basically need to build a room here. Maruska will probably end up taking fishing, but I think that's okay. I'm going to build a room here. I should mark fishing as well to show the fishing net toll that I will collect on. So yeah, round 5 family growth, basically not interested in Child Ombudsman anymore. Giving up the 2 points to giving up 2 points to gain family growth in round 5 when regular family growth doesn't come till round 7, I could definitely do it. But with family growth coming round 5, especially because I can grow round 6 relatively easily, it doesn't really seem worth it for me. Yeah, this would be the last round to get Constable in play, theoretically. At least for 4 wood. I can definitely save Constable until later. I could family growth play Pulverizer Plow. Start getting my fields going. Certainly with Garden Designer, I have a great payoff for having lots of fields, because Garden Designer says every empty field I have at the end of the game, I can pay 1 food for 1 point. And 1 food for 1 point is a really good conversion. Ooh, Lumen builds a cooking hearth here. So I think they were thinking, Lumen was trying to decide if he needed to start player or not. Because if Pain start players here, then Pain can build before Lumen in round 6, and then family growth round 7. I guess Lumen building the cooking hearth means if Pain start players into build, then Lumen can take the 3 sheep in round 6. So that's the trade-off. Yeah, this walking boot seems like it could be really good. Although in a round 5, unfortunately round 5 family growth was pretty bad for everything that I was planning to do. But I mean, I didn't give up very much to do it, so it's just 1 action, 1 food. Not a big deal. So Pain is start playing here. Interesting. Huh. Is he gonna first action grab the 3 sheep next round, I wonder? Because Lumen will definitely take the 3 sheep. Maruska. Alright, so I took my one food. So, I might have to first action family growth. If I do, pulverizer plow looks fine here. Building the well would be nice. So I could definitely look at taking 2 stone in round 7 and then reno well. Certainly with Constable in hand, that's a bit more appealing. Ooh, Payne is playing an occupation here. Interesting. So Payne is giving Lumen the choice. Let me get a room, which I get the action back, or... yeah, I think Maruska will. Payne wasn't paying attention to chat, obviously. It's honestly, I think Payne changed his computer, and ever since he changed his computer, he's not read chat much, which is kind of frustrating. Because, yeah, there should be 3 food on fishing. Okay, so I could take fishing myself. It basically solves all my feeding. Or I could just take 2 reed here and immediately threaten to build room again. Payne, yeah. That's right. No Payne, unfortunately. He's not a streamer. Take 2 reed and I'm ready to build a room again. I could still decide whether I play Constable or not. I don't have to. So Lumen builds a room here. Doesn't let Payne henpecked husband at all. And in fact, if Payne tries to henpecked husband next round, I'll just build in front of him. Ruska plays. Minor improvement, special food. Next time you take animals and accommodate all of them, you get 1 bonus point for each of these animals. Interesting. I'll build here, of course, and maybe playing Pulverizer Plow is not such a good idea. Maybe this is a good time to play Walking Boots. I kind of like that idea, so that I can still build a room. I can build a room next round. So get 2 food and immediately place another person. Murder boots, that's right, yeah. And then I can take 3 wood here, and then if Maruska takes 3 wood and builds a room first action, I'm still threatening to do the same. And if Maruska does build a room first action, I'll take fishing and get 6 food from fishing. Or no, I don't get any bonus from fishing. Yeah, so I've given up on growing to 5, but I got 2 food and an extra action, so seems okay. So if Constable got triggered, what would I play here? I'd probably play Sheep Whisperer, right? I'm not going to show... Or if, sorry, if Puppeteer got triggered, I would play Sheep Whisperer, I think. I obviously can't play Established Person. Very little value to Lodger anymore. Ruska first action builds a room. I think I will pretty happily take... I could take 6 clay here, although with Pulverizer Plow I care about the clay quite a bit less. I could take the 4 food fishing. That should force someone onto Traveling Players, I hope. You know what, 4 wood's a great move. I should take 4 wood when I can. And then I will play Start Player Pulverizer Plow if Payne doesn't start player. Looks like Maruska's probably going to build a well. Lumen, family growth, Woodfield. I guess Chairman gives me a food for going on start player, which feeds 6, which is all I need. Although getting having enough food to play an occupation is of course important. Payne's going to start player work certificate, yeah. And actually gets the work certificate, take a clay here. Doesn't work until next turn? Oh, okay. I would think that it should, but guess not. Yeah. Yeah. I guess one of the usually means one of the people, one of the game designers weighed in and said how it's how they want it to work, even if it's not how it's written. Yep. No card can trigger the moment it is played unless explicitly stated otherwise. So I get a food here from Maruska. Then I could take Reedstone food. Or I could take 3 wood. There's also 6 clay available. I don't really need 6 clay with my pulverizer plow. But I could 6 clay and then Reedstone food. And then in round 8 look to Reno pottery. And then build a clay room instead of a wood room. It works for Payne's next grab, yes. Unless, of course, I take 6 clay here and then there's no longer 4 clay. Yeah. It's just like... Yeah. Yeah, it... maybe... so to be fair, maybe in the German it's a lot more explicit what you can do and can't do. Unfortunately, in this set, as written... and the way it's always worked according to the English rules, you have been able to do stuff like that. Unfortunately, it seems like they've kind of messed with the rules a little bit, which I'm not such a big fan of. Like they want to change stuff retroactively a little bit. They wanted to make a new game, and we're trying to interface the new game with the old game. And of course, because we are so invested in the old game, it's difficult for us to always adapt to the new game. So this is the one that lets you family growth on sheep, right? Yeah. So Payne can build grow next round. Maruska can regular grow next round. Unfortunately, I have to choose between being able to play an occupation with Puppeteer and taking 3 wood. If I don't take 3 wood, I'm giving up stuff to Maruska. Okay, Maruska ends up taking 3 wood. I think I'm going to play Food Chest here. It's not a great move, but this seems like an okay move to play Major Improvement Food Chest. It keeps me flexible for playing an occupation, so... Yeah, I want to be able to play an occupation on from traveling players, so. Pain takes wood. What? He wants to build a room with his second action, I guess, with Henpecked Husband. The problem is I'm going to first action build. There's no reason for me not to. We got the well here for Maruska. Well, I'm going to build a room so that I can grow again in round 9. Bit rate's leveled out, which is great. Yeah, let's see the wells there. 3 stone would be okay. I'd like Reedstone Food quite a bit to come back. No Ombudsman? No. There's no reason for me to Ombudsman before Maruska does family growth even without room themselves, right? There's no reason for me to, I don't think. Yes, beautiful. Yeah, I could also build a cooking hearth. Just straight up build a cooking hearth. There's going to be 2 boar and 3 sheep available next round. Certainly the pottery will not keep up with my feeding. So I'm probably going to need a cooking hearth eventually anyways. Nice thing about pulverizer is, I mean, I get a lot of clay. The question is it, the pulverizer is a lot better with the pottery, of course. Pain is taking sheep here. Okay, so that's a point against building a cooking hearth. If Pain's going to take 1 animal a bunch of times. Well, I guess it was 2 sheep there, technically. So now Pain's plan is build and then family growth with the sheep in round 9. Trigger Pet Lover. So figuring Pet Lover and Little Stick Knitter can interact with each other. We're going to let Maruska grow here. And if assuming Maruska grows, I can Reedstone Food. Maruska's going to play an occupation. Well, I'm going to family growth then. So that seems a little risky. Oh, I totally missed Wood Barterer. I'm confused. Why did Maruska get to play an occupation? I guess he realized he couldn't play Stable Hand. Okay, yeah, that was weird. Playing Hutch. Okay. Okay, so he's not playing Occupation, he's saying. Alright, that's fine. I'll Occupation next round. Reedstone Food here. Last action, Reno Pottery. Although Lumen might build the pottery. Lumen's going to play Carrot Museum. So Lumen needs to start getting vegetables. What's his source of vegetables? Animal feeder? Nope. I don't know. I'm missing what the interaction with Stablehand is. Anyways, I don't necessarily need to know. I can continue. Gonna reno pottery here. And then family growth, I will play pulverizer plow, and then I can start plowing. So 4-food fishing next round would be pretty good, because I think it basically forces Pain to take, well, does it force Pain to take traveling players? I guess not really. Yeah, it's Driftnet Boat that gets me the extra 2 food. I got confused there. This is the card that gets me an extra 2 food from fishing. Well, I have 7 food right now. And probably I will have 8, because most likely Maruska will take 4 food fishing. Give me a food. Get a food and a reed. It's a fine move for Maruska. Lumen's thinking. Oh man, start player into thinking. It's always a bad sign. Alright, plows. Yeah, he wants to get his carrot museum down. So I wonder, did Lumen first pick like Hobby Farmer or something? Is Hobby Farmer in this set? That's the only real reason I can think to play carrot museum here is Hobby Farmer. Or else maybe Grocer. But I don't know. Pain grabs wood. How's Pain gonna grow? He's second action build a room. And then go to sheep, I guess? Yeah. So I don't need to family growth here, which is great. I could take reed. I'll probably just take wood though. Take wood, and then maybe second action pulverizer plow, and then third action take clay and plow. So not being able to get on family growth even without room is certainly a detriment for walking boots. But I don't really care about start player that much at the end of the game. I don't have many minors left to play. I'm going to be more focused on getting on plow sow, I think. Although plow sow, sowing vegetables in round 13 is good, sowing grain in round 13 is not so good with my garden designer. If I could sow some grain in round 11, that would be great. But of course I don't have any source of grain and vegetables. I just have to take them manually. Yeah, so Pain finally gets to use his henpecked husband. At long last. I will family growth. Not that Pain is going to use that family growth space, but you never know. Play my pulverizer plow here. Lets me plow on the clay space. Lumen's gonna build a stone oven. Feel like Lumen's gotta have something else. So there's gotta be something more here. I guess there was that card. Lumen might have taken that points from the bottom row major cards. Points from the bottom row major up to your unused spaces. But he would have had to first pick Hide Farmer to do that and still get the Constable bonus, so... And Ruska probably can figure out that I took it based on what's been played. I don't remember what else was in that Constable pack. Yeah, I can't identify what Payne took from that pack. If he's played it already, then Ruska can know what's going on. Enclose. Obviously refers to fences, but yeah, it seems redundant to introduce a new term, but hey, what do I know? I'm gonna plow here. And then 5 food and a clay. 5 food and a clay to feed 7. Lumen's buying some wood here. Ruska's fencing. Alright, so getting a sheep and playing my 2-point miner seems nice. Also got manger here. So if I want a manger for 3... Now, you know what? I'm going to pulverize the rest of the way. I'm going to pulverize every round and try to set up as many points from Garden Designer as possible. I'm probably not going to play Constable anymore even. I'll just go all in on Garden Designer. So pulverize plow basically every round. Make sure I have lots of food. So definitely going to build a cooking hearth. And then try to take some pairs of animals. Seven food traveling players is okay for me. Actually, it's pretty good. Because if major miner is occupied after I pulverize or plow, then I won't get a cooking hearth. So, no 5th room? No, because I actually played walking boots. So walking boots means that I can't get to my 5th family member. So, I figure the points from Garden Designer should make up for it. And also, it's like an immediate guest, which is great. So normally you pay 2 food to get a guest. This is an immediate guest, which you get to place right away, and it also gives you food. Now, of course, it removes a person from play. Like, I can no longer have a 5th family member now. But, I mean, I don't mind putting my food into other, maybe more lucrative paths. 4 read and building the basket maker's workshop is okay. Can I move it? Oh, sure. Walking boots, where is it? And of course, your regular reminder that if you're not on mobile, you can click on the screen to bring the card up. Whoops, I just hit it on you. Here it is. So note that the person's coming from your supply and getting removed from play. So that's why Lumen called them murder boots. Because you're murdering a future family member. It seems pretty good. I mean, especially if I was going to do... Like, I was thinking I would do a 3-room house because of Constable. It just so happened that Family Growth came out really early. Seems like I'm finally going to get to play Garden Designer, guys. And I've drafted this card so many times. So I'm going to major minor cooking hearth. For sure. And then maybe last action 7 food traveling players. I mean, if they want to avoid letting me play an occupation and give me 7 food, that seems okay. Small basket. Is Lumen start playing again? Pay a reed to get a vegetable. Oh, fun. Okay, so Lumen's finally showing us how he's planning to get vegetables. Finally. I've been waiting for it. Lumen, plow driver. So Lumen, okay, so Lumen does have a reason to go to stone here. Recognizing that Reno is maybe safe, although Payne could theoretically... Oh, Payne's Reno cooking hearth here. That kind of messes with Lumen. Last action 7 food traveling players. So no cooking hearth for me anymore. So no eating cattle and boar efficiently and vegetable efficiently. But I can eat sheep still. I could still theoretically build a clay oven as well. Sowing 1 grain and then building a clay oven for the 2 grain that would go into food. Maruska's building the basket maker's workshop. Okay. Well, this board is kind of not too interesting. I could pulverizer plow again. Could take reedstone food to look towards building my stone house. Could take 2. I don't really want 2 wood. I'll just take 7 food traveling players here. That's fine. 7 food seems fine. It's no 3 boar with a hearth, but if no one wants 8 food, I will take 7 food. Last 2 actions, take grain, take vegetable. And so those 2 goods in the next round. Yeah, seems good. I have enough food for the next harvest plus an occupation, although, let's be real, I'm not getting to play an occupation again with Puppeteer. So yeah, my Puppeteer ended up being totally dead. It let me spend 2 food. Well, I guess I only spent 1 food. Yeah, because my first action was free, but it's just a dead action where I spent a food. Now, Child Ombudsman could have been good, and it probably helped me gain some efficiency. Like, it probably pushed Maruska to build in round 4, whereas Maruska could have considered not building. Potentially. Like, there was 3 wood available, I think. So Maruska could have given me 6 wood and then built in round 5. But maybe he was playing around a potential lodger, theoretically. Remodeling. Well, that's going to put a lot of clay in the room, in the game. And builds another room. I'll take a vegetable. So Lumen has the first action so bake if he wants to. Otherwise, I get to so bake. Payne really went for that cooking hearth. I guess it blocked plow driver. All the wood actions are getting gobbled up. Well, fortunately, I can plow a lot of fields, and if I plow a bunch of fields, then I don't need to spend so much wood on fences. And I don't need to play Manger. I drafted it, but I don't have to play it. I drafted a bunch of cards that I don't have to play. I don't think Lumen will so bake. Will Payne so bake? I don't see any reason for him to. Just major minor fireplace here, I guess. I don't even really care about getting 4 clay versus 2 clay. There's not much of a difference. I could also take 3 stone here. 3 stone plus a reed stone food action gets me my Stonehouse Reno. Is that better than the 2 clay fireplace? 2 clay fireplace should wheel. Although Maruska maybe will want it. Alright, I'll just build the 2 clay fireplace here. It's not great, but yeah, the 3 stone. There's only clay oven and joinery available. I mean, Maruska will like the 3 stone because he's going to try to get to a 5-room stone house. So maybe our play against Maruska is Maruska's 5-room stone house is unlikely to be able to also hit the constable bonuses. So if I think Maruska's my biggest opponent, which he did grow first in a round 5 family growth game and is going up to 5 family members really quickly. Actually, he's already at 5 family members. Lumen's playing Small Basket on Reno. So this is the vegetable card. So I'll definitely take 3 stone if it wheels, but I think that's unlikely. Oh, the 3 stone does wheel. Ooh, nice. 3 points for special food here. Very nice. Well, I'll take the 3 stone pretty happily. And then definitely going to sow. And then sow and then take wood probably. Or sow and then take clay. To plow. Lumen grabs a vegetable. Mariska's probably going to plow here. Not sure what else they'll do. Maybe take the 3. He could take the 3 clay. I guess maybe a potential way for me to nail Maruska is to keep taking, deny Maruska any really good clay actions. But I know he's got Basket Maker's Workshop. The canoe is certainly helping him quite a bit. Pulverize. Last action, sow, and then I feed 6 and a clay. Christmas carols is what this format needs. I don't know what he's referring to. I assume that's a minor improvement. Or he's just saying it's Christmas because he's getting all the actions that he wants. So Mariska took 2 wood there. So 2 wood's not a great move. But it's also something I need to be aware of. He's got wood barterer. So yeah, he can get 2 wood every time he fences. So then, you know, fence another 4. Plus he's got stable hand, so he benefits from fencing more often. Lumen, plow, sow. I could definitely start player into plow, sow. Although I don't have a miner I want to play until I get a sheep. So I could take 1 sheep just to enable start player Christianity. But I could just sow bake normally too. Like, I don't really care about start player. I guess it gets me a food for chairman, which is a little more appealing. Payne's grabbing the boar. The area where cards pop up is blocked by the overlay. Oh yeah, I know. Where I normally bring them up. Yeah, sorry. I normally just bring them up for myself, but yeah, you're right that you guys can only see the most recent card. Yeah, sorry. I need to remember that. 3 wood here. Seems fine. Because I do want to fence. So maybe 1 more wood grab. If I could get 1 more 3 wood grab, then I can fence 13 on 6 spaces and with 5 fields. 4 room stone house should be pretty good points. Oh, he's getting 2 stone while he does it too. I forgot about that. Yeah. Yeah, nice combo here from Ruska. Barterer, stable hand, and trimmer. So now he just needs a way to get a lot of clay. Kotzebue might be good with little work. Yes. Yes. And Maruska's the only person who's seen it. Although, in all likelihood, well, you know what? Payne might have a hard time getting 4 fields. Lumen seems unlikely that Lumen will not be able to cover all his spaces with Plow Driver. So maybe Payne gets all his fields in. I think it'll probably be... Like, Maruska's seen it as well. So I don't know if... I don't know how good it will actually be. Probably Plow Driving makes sense here. I could also just take 1 sheep. Could Reedstone Food. I think I'll take the clay... Clay and plow, and then I can maybe one of my last 2 actions sow. So Reedstone Food maybe next move, and then I could sow bake with my last move. Now if I sow bake and sow a grain, I am getting an extra point from grain, but I'm taking a field away from Garden Designer. I think Garden Designer at 4 points is fine. Like 4 food for 4 points. Should be relatively easy to do. Would be nice if someone else could start player. I guess I could start player. The thing is, I don't really care about plow sow. Passo's fine. Yeah, so what I could do is I could fence 12 in tight and try to cover 3 more spaces with fields. And then we're potentially talking like eat almost all the points on my farm just to pay 1 food each for a garden designer. Or pay like, yeah, 5 food or something. Probably we're never paying 3 for the next point without a cooking hearth. But I could definitely clay oven. When I harvest the last grade, well, I'm saying if I sow again, Rylocren, like if I sow again this harvest in particular is what I'm talking about. I could clay oven here. Clay oven and then try to go back and still reno. And you know what? My feeding is not great. Clay oven might be a pretty solid move. Yeah, I could just build the clay oven with this move. I think I'll do it. I don't care about points from grain. I care about getting food. Turning food into points. I can read stone food, I guess. I don't know what else I would do here. Take a cattle, maybe. Nobody wants start player, I know, which is really sad. If I read stone food, then I can take 1 more stone to reno. Otherwise, the stone is kind of sitting on my farm, not doing anything. So yeah, read stone food. Go back and take 1 stone. Not the most efficient. But 4-room stone house is okay. Yeah, this is a very strange action sequence. I really like 2 sheep actually next round. I'll take 2 sheep pretty highly. It's 2 food and 2 points. And turns my Christianity on. Oh, I don't think I took the... I think I missed fishing net. Yeah. Take a food here. First move, 3 wood. I guess I could play drift net boat for a point if I take reedstone food instead of taking stone. So then 3 wood is better than... Although, let's be real here. I'm not getting 3 wood and then also... I'm probably not getting another 3 fields in all likelihood. Yeah, so I'm going to end up fencing 13 probably. And not playing drift net boat, which seems fine. Lumen fences. So Lumen can't get on Reno fence. Ooh, Pain taking reed here. Wow. Pain's gonna second action Henpecked Husband round 13. And everyone's avoiding family growth even without room. I guess that's smart by Lumen. Recognizing that I can't use it, Mariska can't use it, and Pain is going to regular family growth. So take a sheep here. Lumen gets family growth back. Payne's gonna build a room, bring his first person home. I'll want to read stone food so that I can reno fence in the last round. Read stone food and then take 2 clay maybe to pulverize again. Yeah, leaving reno fence available seems like a good idea. I guess I could take 3 stone, and it makes it a little more difficult for Maruska to hit a stone house. If Maruska doesn't take 3 stone here. But realistically, Maruska can 2 stone and then read stone food. So, yeah, I'll just take read stone food. Oh, Maruska read stone foods there. Okay, well, I'll take 3 stone then. So I could theoretically build the joinery if I wanted to, but seems like it will be better to fence 13. I mean, what I want is Reno fence. I guess if I'm forced onto Reno major, I could build the joinery. But if I'm going to Reno major, I may as well just play Christianity. So, yeah. Then I think last move here, Pulverizer Plow. And I will sow bacon the last harvest. Will I sow my vegetables? Probably. Probably having the food will be worthwhile. Yeah. So Payne's 2 plows away from hitting Constable. Lumen is... Yeah, it's going to be hard to hit Constable because I need boar and cattle. So I think I'm probably just giving up on Constable. Which is how I am feeling about many of my taken cards. And then feed 8 and a clay. So I have 6 food and a clay now, so I'm ready to feed 8. So then if I play an occupation, so then any food I take in this harvest will go towards the garden designer. So if I sow bake, I could bake a grain and then maybe sow 1 vegetable and then eat 2 vegetables. That would leave me with 9 food, which is enough for 1 food on 3 pastures and then 4 food on a second. Not sure. Debt security here. So Payne anticipating you won't get 2 more plows, I guess. Yeah, I really thought I had like a 3-room house planned. And then family growth without room, but then family growth came in around 5, so Yeah, also nobody start playering, which is really crazy. People really don't care about Plauso, which is funny. Which is really funny. Yeah, so baking another grain is the reason to use the so bake action. Plus F from Maruska. Oh, Maruska picks up another 2 stone from fencing. So I'm going to get forced to first action Reno here. Oh man, Maruska. Maruska didn't Reno. That's so weird. Maruska did not Reno. Why did Maruska not Reno? What card does he have? First action Reno fences. Thing is, I'm not worried about fencing getting blocked. Like, Lumen would rather build the joinery than fence. Yeah, so I'm just going to Reno here. Play Christianity, give a food to everyone. I mean, it's possible my fencing gets blocked here. I just don't see who actually wants to do it. I guess Maruska will do it. Yeah, Maruska will do it because he gets a free 2 wood. So yeah, Maruska could second action fence. Because if he does, then he gets to trigger his stable hand again. Yeah. So I still need to play Garden Designer, and I need to fence. So that means I only have 1 move remaining to pulverize plow. Or to take cattle, or take one other type of animal. And if I want to sow bake, that would be a whole action. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm really running out of moves here. Yeah, I'm not set up well. Yeah, I wanted Reno fence there. I needed that 1 extra move. That 1 extra move is going to be really valuable. I guess it's possible somebody takes traveling players to trigger my puppeteer, but yeah, puppeteer just as a dead action is pretty deadly. I'm just going to playing basket chair here on major minor probably. Oh, first person you placed to this card. Oh, okay, so then Reno becomes free again. Ah, I see. I see what's happening here. Yeah, Maruska killed us. Jeez. Well, I mean, round 5 family growth does that, unfortunately. Has that impact on the game. Also here, I guess. And bake. So 0 vegetables. Yeah, to move off Reno fence. Yeah, really, really good. Yeah, because that would have been good for me to take, of course. Yeah, Yeah, this kind of telegraphs what I'm going to do, but I think it's okay. Yeah, bake one. Not great, but why not so? Because of Garden Designer. I want to leave those spaces empty. So I have 18... No, I don't have 18 food. I have 14 food. 8 goes to my family member. So then I have another 6 food. And then 1 goes to each field. And 1 goes to playing the occupation. Designer gives me more than 1 food per field. Yes, it can. But that rate becomes more expensive. It becomes 3 food per point. So, for example, if I sowed 2 vegetables here and ate both of the vegetables that I would harvest, that would get me net plus 4 food. But it would cost me 2 1 food points. So I think it's not worth it. Because I'll just eat 1 vegetable here, go down to 1 vegetable, and then... actually, maybe I don't even eat the vegetable. So is 1 point per field for free? Is it? I don't think I didn't think that was the case, at least. I might be wrong. Well, this could have been a nice game, but unfortunately my occupations are all almost totally dead, so... Yeah, Puppeteer being a dead card, Child Ombudsman being a dead card. Because of veggie points. You might be right. Yeah, because I just should get the points from my vegetable. I guess, yeah. I could have sown 1 at least. I probably should have sown 1 at least. Lumen plays Stable Sergeant. 2 food to get blah blah blah. Yeah. Unfortunately, not a good game for us. Yeah, so if I sow 1 vegetable, then I could eat 2 vegetables, leave 1 on my farm. I could have done it that way. Yeah. Oh well. This is a very sad game. So 10 food and a clay for 4 points. Well, I have what I scored plus 4. Unfortunately, it's not going to be anywhere near enough. I got killed. 42 points. I'm behind well, I guess I'm not behind Pain, but... Oh well. Yeah, I still have no idea how to play this format, unfortunately. No idea. I mean, I built my game around Family Growth not coming around 5, and then... Well, I kind of... built my draft around Family Growth not coming around 5, and then it did, so... I mean, I feel like this is 2 games in a row that I've just lost the one of 3. Because last game I built the first room and family growth came round 7, right? So, yeah. Unfortunately, a rough one. Take a look at the draft. 3, 4, 7, 1, 4, 6. Well, and also the fact that family growth flipped in round 5. Like the last time I played for family growth round 5 and didn't get it. This time I played for family growth round 7, didn't get it. I mean, round 6 I would have accepted would have been better in either case. So first pick garden trimmer here, which the power supports. Second pick constable, power numbers support that. Third pick lodger, again, numbers are supporting all these picks, although I'm just taking the best card. I'm not necessarily making a cohesive plan. Could have taken cabbage buyer over puppeteer, although cabbage buyer, then I really have to get a vegetable or a cooking hearth. What was my first pick? Christianity over Woodfield Cops. Yeah, 1 food for 1 point is really good. I should have just taken Woodfield Cops over Christianity. 1 food for 1 point versus a free 2 points, but it gives stuff away to my opponents. Pulverizer plow, of course. This pick, I guess I took fishing. I took the best 2 cards by power. Yeah. Puppeteer looks terrible. Maybe there's no food pressure. Well, you know what? I put food. I put more food into the game with my fishing card. Right? I put a lot more food into the game for a child murderer. Well, it wasn't born yet, so I think it's okay. I think Walkie Boots is good, but its power is crap. So apparently Walkie Boots is not good. Huh. So apparently it's really easy to get to 5 family members. Well, certainly I had to give up on family growth even without room. And I could have probably built a 5th room if I hadn't played Walking Boots. So that would have been okay as well. Yeah. Again, I passed on changeover again, but I think everyone did. Food chest, yeah. Well, I mean, I think I took what looked like the best card each time, but it didn't matter because no cohesive game plan. And unfortunately, once again, family growth flips the round I don't want it to. So that's like the 3rd tournament game in a row where that's happened. So, oh well. Yeah, you can't really win when you have dead occupations. So, yeah, this game, I'm pretty sure family growth flipped the wrong round this game. I built the first room in round 4. Oh, maybe not. Did I get to family growth? I did get to family growth here. I'm thinking of a different game. I am thinking of a different game. So, yeah, I'm thinking of an earlier game. Maybe it was my first tournament game of this round. Yeah, one of these. I think might have been this one. Yeah. Had some ugly ones, that's for sure. Not really been too happy with how any of them have gone. Anyways, that's going to be all for me. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you guys have enjoyed this little video. I will probably stream I think we'll probably do 2-Win Tuesday tomorrow. I haven't won in like 4 days or something. So, yeah, how many days has it been? It's been a while. Yeah, I haven't won in like 4 days. So I should do 2-Win Tuesday. Try to win some more. Yeah, these tournament games have been really bad. I guess I just don't know how to play this format. They've all gone really poorly. Even the one game I won, like I won with 41 points, which is awful. Tournament games are kind of brutal. Trying to give the set a chance, but I haven't found a reason to like it. Yeah. Yeah. I think a format in which Walking Boots is 0.7 power is not my kind of format. Walking Boots just seems great. Seems like a great card, but if Walking Boots is really bad, then that means it should be easy to get to 5 family members. Yeah. You know what? It was another game too where I didn't get a cooking hearth. I think this is like the 4th tournament game in a row where I've built the pottery and then the cooking hearth count goes as soon as I get enough clay to build it. Because I keep getting stuck with the fireplace. Yeah. Oh well, Murska killed us. I mean, round 5 family growth flipping for him, and then Payne putting 0 pressure on the family growth queue was really bad. So, it was. I mean, it was good for Murska and I. Of course, I didn't necessarily want to build the 4th room and grow the 4th family member. Or if I did, I wanted to do it with Child Ombudsman because the family growth queue was pressured. But there was none of that. So, yeah, 2 dead cards, unfortunately. We're not going to win doing that. Okay, yep. I hope you guys have enjoyed this little video, and I'll be back tomorrow. See you then.